A very lovely morning to you. Today is Monday, the 22nd day of September 2025. It's a new week and we're ready. Lillian, aren't we ready?
I am ready. Good morning,
Ute.
Very awesome, superb.
You know, the weekend just seems to move so fast.
Honestly.
There's this thing where Friday comes and then Saturday, Sunday moves.
Before you know it, it's Monday.
Monday morning again and we're here.
Yes.
Well, we're here for the new week and we'll have to keep it moving till next weekend. Welcome to Signature Morning on Signature TV. I am Uchenna Chimdi Oluoha.
And I am Lillian Wali. All right, we'll go on a short break. When we return, our newspaper headlines and review follows.
Welcome back. Now we're starting with the Punch newspaper, and on the headlines, we have Ibas rejects Assembly's move to probe 6-month spending. Ex-administrator insists lawmakers lack power to question tenure. CSOs urge Fubara to hold Ibas accountable on page 2. And we have crude supply to domestic refineries hits 67.6 million barrels.
And Bono terrorist attack victims hospitalized in Cameroon. Dangote refinery. Change has come to the oil sector. Nigerian economy. Otedola tells Dapman.
All right. Moving over to the Vanguard newspaper, we have Zenith Bank's gross earnings soar on page 22, and we have crude oil imports hits record high as Dangote refinery reshapes trade flow. You can see more of that on page 21.
2027 political divisions deepen over Tinubu's reform, and that's on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper. Also about Otedola to Dapman, adapt to change, innovate or perish.
All right, that is all from the Guardian newspaper. Now let's look at the Nation newspaper. On page 3 of the Nation, we have EFCC 13,000 convictions secured.
And excitement as President Tinubu commissions facilities renovated by Tantita at Sultan Bello Mosque, Kaduna. All
right, and that's the much we have on our newspaper headlines this morning. And while we're getting ready for our review, we'll go on a break, and when we return, the morning show continues. Do stay with us.
Health is more than a diagnosis. It's your lifestyle, your choices, and your future. Join us on Inside Health, your weekly deep dive into the stories, science, and solutions shaping your well-being. From expert interviews to real-life journeys of healing and hope, we cover it all.
One of the complications of cancer management or treatment is they have some of them, at one point in time, you see them having anemia. Okay, so you see them at times being transfused. But at the same time, you come in with a diet.
Nutrition, mental health, innovations in medicine, fitness, and everyday wellness. Whether you're managing a condition, staying informed, or just living your best life, Inside Health is your trusted guide.
I'm Chigiti Agorom, and I'll be with you every week on Inside Health, only on Signature TV.
Get plugged into the heartbeat of entertainment on The Hub, your ultimate show on e-vibes. From trending stories and social media drama to top charting music, must-watch movies and exciting moments from the world of arts, we've got it all. Join us for unmissable conversations with your favorite entertainment personalities, plus fun segments every week.
So I should try harder. So
okay, I don't know that one.
Outfit of the day.
Oh, I don't do that. That's some Gen Z stuff.
Oh, now you say it's a Gen Z stuff.
It's everything you love about entertainment, served fresh every week at 1 p.m. with weekend repeats just in case you missed it. The Hubs on eVibes, where the vibes never stop, only on Signature TV.
Welcome back. If you're just joining, this is Signature Morning on Signature TV. Now we are ready for our newspaper reviews. And with us this morning to review all our newspapers and headlines is Chris Maduka. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Lilian.
Hello, Chris. Good morning.
Good morning, Luce. I think it's a rainy day, a rainy morning in Enugu, southeast of Nigeria.
Of course.
Welcome to our numerous watchers and listeners all over the world. And welcome to newspaper review.
All right.
Yes.
So on the Punch newspaper, we're seeing that Ibas rejects Assembly's move to probe 6-month spending. Ex-administrator insists lawmakers lack power to question tenure, and CSOs urge Fubara to hold Ibas accountable.
Yes, there has been, we have mentioned this several times on this desk, that no illegality can actually bring illegality. So illegality and legality cannot work. You did not appoint Ibas. The House of Assembly were suspended with their governor, so they just come back. They have, from the Nigerian Constitution and the little I know, we have the lawyers, we have the eggheads, we have the learned gentlemen, we have the Ministry of Federal Ministry of Justice, we have State Ministry of Justice and Attorney Generals, we have the senior advocates of Nigeria. They are the ones who should interpret this law and interpret whether somebody who was appointed illegally as Constitution of Nigeria is concerned to replace a legal structure should be probed by legal, so I don't know. Now, if the House of Assembly, they are part of the lizard that cooked the soup or whatever, they were part of the people that cooked the soup that made lizard to lose all the teeth. The River State House of Assembly, we are part of the problem. So let them probe Ibas. They did not even drag Fubara into it. If they think from the Constitution or the status that established the River State House of Assembly that they should be, who are they asking for? And the CSOs are all these that are pushing people. They know who appointed Ibas. The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria said, act of necessity, brought about him doing some things that doesn't look maybe constitutionally right, but to solve a problem. And it remains in history that most people now, even some of the people involved in the drama, like Fubara said, he's thanking the President Tinubu for stepping in to solve the problem. The federal Minister of Federal Capital Territory, who also a major actor in the whole drama, has also praised the president for his action. So why are people coming in? For now, Ibas may have been on his own, definitely the fact that he accepted, he's always an accomplice. But he was brought from his house to come and sit on that desk, and only the person, if you ask me, who brought him can also order his probe. Every other thing is playing to the gallery. Let them face the State House of Assembly role that they've left in the last 6 months and see how they make amends. If they're opening up with the probe of Ibas, what happened in recent past might happen in recent future. What happened? Because they were there when they were suspended, they didn't do anything. Now it's a bird that has not perched and dropped a heap of drop or shit. What will happen? When the giant was on the floor, they didn't do anything. Now that the giant has stood up and left and got home and is even resting and recuperating, now that he has gathered even more energy, that's the way you can slap these are west and playing to the gallery. As far as I'm concerned on that issue, let's move on. So much of River State shouldn't take our time. Nigeria is big. River State is just after all, when the whole Nigeria were watching, and River State were set in emergency rule. No heaven broke loose. Nigeria continued.
All right, we're seeing crude oil imports hit record high as Dangote refinery reshapes trade flow.
Crude oil import
Yes.
hit record high. Well, there's something I've noticed about this Dangote, Dapman, Ipman drama. The whole thing summed up to the fact that some people are pushing the Dangote to step into their usual rat race of wanting to use the blood of Nigerians and smile to the bank. They want to put syringe and even conduit pipes now to draw the blood of Nigerians to take it to the. So the whole of Dangote issues, if we don't have enough crude oil and we're importing crude oil to refine in Nigeria and sell, what we are interested is what comes to us at the downstream, the final people. You put your Tokumbo car and said, put 5 liters of fuel. You are calculating. 5 liters of fuel to take you from one portion of the city to another shouldn't be something that will break your heads and you break banks to do. That is our concern as ordinary citizens. What they do at the level and all those wicked policies of having to continue to exploit Nigerians is not what we are interested in. However, every way they want to look at it, we are looking at the final things that comes to us as wretched of the earth or the masses of Nigeria. So we let them import crude oil because they have to use crude oil. If the one we get here, we strike crude oil in Nigeria, we exploit it. If we steal them or throw them across and go across and buy them, the way you lay your mat, you sleep and so whether as far as all those marketers are concerned, and Nigeria should know for now where our problem is coming from. They don't want anything happening in Nigeria to be straight. They want to either import and export. They are managing and damaging directors of oil marketing companies. They are not interested in local things, and that's the fight. They want to be importing, so they tell us how much they import, give us the price, and set the price. When somebody step in to put to produce the thing in Nigeria, they will be fighting from all sides. I had somebody open their mouth out of that's disturbing that conscienceless people and said Dangote should pay them 1.5 trillion subsidy so that they will lift his oil. But when they want to go abroad to import crude oil, I don't know who is paying them the subsidy there. They'll bring it here and all this rat race. We are deliberately, as a nation, gathered together, telling ourselves lies, thinking it will get better. It can never. And let them know that the man who throws the stone inside the marketplace, thinking he has done it, you don't know who it will hit. They are just going to the bank, but where is the money? They can only booger and show off money. Only what, and then what happened in their village? Somebody said, you're a big man. Have you fenced your village? Go and wall your village. That one Albino was doing a viral video and it was beautiful. He was singing beautifully well. He said, if you think you're a big man, go and wall your village. Has all these marketers of oil and all the money they made of Nigeria, they've done wall their villages? Have they tarred all their villages? All their villages have water and all the necessary things? It is still human insatiability of richness. And it goes on. So we should give them room. Because my father said, if anybody wants to take your life, if you don't know what to do with your life, swallow the life in your stomach. Because self-defense, every Nigerian deserves what is right. It's not a monopoly of the big men and the marketers of oil and gas. This oil and gas were given to us by God in Nigeria. And they all sat on it and they don't want anything to happen where they are. So that it is them and them. One day, monkey will go market.
So 2027, political divisions deepen over Tinubu's return.
Well,
Guardian.
In a house that is as big as APC, the central ruling party, you will have disagreements. That's what they've always told us. And you stand back and ask us, in Nigeria, when it was PDP, say it's a big umbrella, it's a big house, you expect that they have issues. They were talking like this until the issue scattered them, and they couldn't. I don't know where they are now. They've started again to tell us those stories. They started again to tell us those stories. I do not know how long they will tell us this story. With APC divisions, yeah, whether. But they were the people who went to Kaduna meeting one time, some months ago, and all declared, on your mandate we stand. You know, he said, why division? Why are they divided? Why? They should make up their mind fast to adopt Tinubu and they go on, because they've told Nigerians, and Nigerians have zeroed their mind. They will not come now, you know. And these are politicians, when they are talking, stay far, stay far. Meanwhile, you chew anything that come out of the mouth of Nigerian politicians. Chew it many times before you swallow. Otherwise, that is why you see, might be another political strategy to distract people. You think they are fighting, and it's like a husband and wife. They always pretend they are fighting. When you step in, they say, who invited you? So let APC, the central ruling party, in their sagacity and control, sort their problem out. Because if they ask me, who will I ask? These are not the time where Onyane Duje Yasunto. That's APC.
Yeah, now EFCC is saying that 13,000 convictions secured.
Yes, 13,000 secured over what time? Over what time? If it's over a short time, because we have to read the details. If EFCC has secured 13,000 convictions in a small country like Nigeria, 13,000 corrupt cases of conviction settled. When they say conviction, they use one that they confirm that. That means Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. And they wish you go now. Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. The people that EFCC is catching is those who are more corrupt than the other. Because even in our law, the animal farm situation has played out. The ones that we say the most and terribly corrupt Nigerians are not among these 13,000. And you know, if you want to solve the problem in Nigeria, it might not be up to 100,000 of people who are really dealing. Not up to 10,000, not up to 5, not up to 2,000, who are really having the cash of Nigeria in their pockets. And we are running around chasing 13,000 who have just picked the crumbs. EFCC know what I'm saying. But I don't blame them, because EFCC is government money for government house. EFCC for Nigeria, the director or head of EFCC appointed by the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria in Nigeria. So every time, every group of people, every country, we always run their country the way they want. So we have EFCC of our time. So you don't blame anybody.
Now we're still seeing issues of terrorists, Borno terrorist attack victims hospitalized in Cameroon.
That will tell you. If East doesn't go, West will go. Nigeria is fast losing this fight up there. If they want to tell Nigerians the truth, if people who are wounded in a bandit attack and terror attack are being treated, what you ask yourself, where are the hospitals in Borno? Where are the hospitals in nearby states? But like I said, if somebody is at that point of need, he won't ask where the help is coming from. Who took those people to Cameroon? The Nigerians, the people who are fighting the terror, find out that the nearest hospital for those who are wounded in Nigeria is Cameroon. These are complicities of this terror and bandit issue in Nigeria. The issue of insecurity in Nigeria has surpassed all the scholars. Nobody could tell you exactly what's going on, because it's becoming more complex every day. Even in some point, people are suspected it has some political undertone, which they've not told us. And now we are beginning to conclude, after so many years of analysis, and see what is happening. There is something. There is something. But the government of Nigeria is not telling the people of Nigeria. Probably because they are the point they operate as the government, they think it's not everything you tell us. Fine, they still reserve the right. But we have looked at it from all angles as Nigerians. There is really something is wrong somewhere. And the better we begin to deal with it that way and let the stakeholders know, so that everybody will begin to align with the government. Because now everything will happen as a government, everything government. If the government is also handicapped, what do we do? That calls for a lot of attention. Please.
All right. Also on the refinery issues, Otedola says to Dapman, your business model is outdated. Dangote transforming petroleum sector.
I think Otedola is also part of the marketers. So if we're among the marketers, you find somebody who is saying, go and remodel your strategy, because you cannot come at this time. Because it doesn't make sense. If I were reading the details, you get confused. Somebody built a refinery, private. The government gave him all the support, all the accreditation, all the approvals. He must have borrowed money and invested from all his business he has been doing. Some people have even invested in the business, and they find that Nigeria, 4 refineries over 28 years has been moribund, and Nigeria is spending big, huge amount of dollars and turnaround maintenance that never worked. Then a light came at the end of the tunnel with a private modular refinery showing face, starting to do business. And you went there and stoop and start giving orders on what could be done for you and what should be done, whether you lift. That's what we tell you. They prefer. They've been importing. Dangote said, these people have been importing fuel. Why he has fuel here in Nigeria, even exporting? They could not come because they're expecting that after all this suffering he has done to set up, he should start treating them business as usual, the way Nigeria, the way NNPCL treated them to put us in prison over time. That's what they think Dangote will do in 2025. And the man said he released a virtual letter that's going everywhere that he is not ready to do that. If they are not ready to buy his fuel, he will be exporting. And they will go back to where he exported, bring it back here, and sell it to Nigeria. But he has gone into, that's what led Dangote to take the decision of going into direct distribution of fuel. And they are still fighting. But the God that is with Nigerians, as resilient and happy people, are still fighting for us. Yes. And we cannot stop praying that whoever has gotten involved and said, Nigeria, we as Nigerians can never have one iota of peace. They themselves will be in a restless run of locusts. They cannot have peace because that is our prayer. All right. So today is the International Day of Peace. Mr. Maduka. That's the International Day of Peace. And everything that we have read in our headlines in Nigerian newspaper, we have reviewed, you read it, we review, has never shown on Nigeria in sign of peace. Oh, really? It takes everybody. It takes also sacrifice. Nigerian leadership are not sacrificing anything that will bring peace in Nigeria. They say in any house where there is peace, there is somebody who is sacrificing. In Nigeria, it is not agree for anybody, not agree for anybody. Everybody wants to justify why he should continually retaliate or even go ahead to even attack. No, but when we talk about dialogue, people are still talking about self. And I won't stop talking about the government who are the center, who should be able to mobilize Nigerian stakeholders to start pursuing peace. If the way we are going to pieces. Because no two people can walk on the road except by agreement. And that's what the Bible I read tells me. And of course, Nigerians, the way we are going, we are divided along ethnic lines. We are divided along religious line. We are divided along political line. We are divided against everything. And we think we can achieve peace by that time. Okay. Because of time, we'll have to end it here. Mr. Chris Maduka. Come on, your payoff line. How can you forget? No, I can't forget. I'm just trying to say that for all that who have had time to watch us this morning, remember that God only blesses those who deserve to be blessed. So, all right, thank you so much, Chris Maduka. So it is safe to say Happy International Day of Peace to you all. So we're going to go on a short break. When we return, Signature Morning continues.